halfway through the year, people, and where we at? That's what I gotta say. We said we was gonna go on holiday. We said we was gonna go to Dubai. We said we was gonna buy a Rollie. We said we was gonna get a new car. Where is it? Because we're halfway through the year. This video is really about a reflection on yourself and just being halfway in the middle of the year. Like, we all want stuff, innit, in life, innit? But we have to work hard for these things. None of these things are coming easy. Money is not what it used to be. We know that. Like, £500 ain't going nowhere nowadays. £1,000, you might as well just blow it, you and your girl. Because it ain't going to do a lot. Or you could save it, if that's what you're into. Right. What I do want to say is I want to say a big thank you to everyone who has been watching the channel, but also seeing the growth within myself when it comes to the content and what we be talking about. I think it's important to talk about a level of reflection halfway through the year, just on yourself, whether it be some of the goals which you wanted to reach for yourself, which you've not reached yet, but we're not finished with the year yet, so you still got a little bit of time, but you got to pull it together. And I think having a friendly reminder to tell you to pull it together is important, because some of your real friends ain't really got time right now to check in with you and tell you, do you know what? You know that little knitting thing you wanted to do? You should start that. Whatever it is what you do. And I get it. When you start some things in this life of everybody watching themselves and doing their own thing, it's hard to get attention. It's hard to get the right attention on you when you're doing the right thing as well. Because sometimes people just don't understand what you're doing. Like, it might need a little bit more explaining. I know it's hot. I know I'm feeling it. And you might not know how to relate that to other people, to let them understand what you do. But those who do get it from you, they'll fuck with you the long way, all the way. And that's okay, because those are the people who you want around you, like supporting whatever you're doing, whether it's a business, whether you set up and you're doing nails, whether you're a tradesperson like myself. Again, you'll be surprised at the people who support your business. People who watch my YouTube channel actually get at me to be able to do plumbing jobs, and they send me messages, which I'm very thankful for. Most recently, I've had someone contact me who watches my YouTube channel, and they had job opportunities for young plumbers, and that's always something that I wanted to get into. And when I say young plumbers, I mean people who want to get into the plumbing industry, because it's a job and a way for you to start earning money. And it was about, like, all you need to do is, like, I'm not going to tell you about it, I'll save that for another video. But I was so happy that someone else reached out to me and had watched my videos and watched my channel and realised that what we're about in it, we're trying to build a bridge between the young youth, people getting into a trade, and understanding how valuable a trade is towards your life and how it can mould you, because it's moulded me. And if I can help other people, I definitely will do. I'm sweating hard. I'm going to carry on anyway. It's something which I enjoy, which is helping other people. I find a real level of enjoyment in that, you know, because the person who needs help, it's hard for them to even ask people. Just like it's hard for people to even support what you're doing right now, even though they can't see the end goal of it. They're like, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to try and support you. That's good enough. That's a step forward. A step forward in the right direction will always help your plan. You got to understand, the whole year, we all been trying to get a little bit of motion. Whatever way it is, traction online, people messaging you about new jobs, possible opportunities, and you want to just get that momentum to keep on going, because once it keeps on going, you can now build on that, and then it's a lot easier, and people look at you in a different way and say, oh, you're doing stuff, you're doing this and you're doing that. That's right, that's where I plan to be. But to stay there, you got to be consistent in whatever you're doing. So I consistently try to turn up on YouTube, because over the last 2 or 3 months, yeah, I've had easy like over 1,500 people press subscribe, which I'm chuffed with at the end of the day. You know, I realise how difficult it is to do YouTube, to be able to even just share your emotions on camera. Do you get it? Because it's just you in the room. So I respect it when I see a lot of people do it. I can admire it, and it makes me think to myself, you know what? Need to tap in a little bit deeper on my thing, you know? 'Cause I think people are here for it. They've just got to get the content, and I got to deliver it. So that's why I deliver these conversations where I talk about life, you know, because I think that a lot of people, they think that things happen overnight, innit? It doesn't. There's a lot of hard work behind it, and a lot of thought process which goes into a lot of things when it comes to building. Whether it's a community, I've realised that on YouTube. Whether it's a brand, I've realised that just in general, because I have my own brand, which is called Mr. London Plumber. It's difficult to be seen by people as well until you've been established, and a lot of other things establish people, right? What helped me a lot is articles written on me online, helped to establish who I am, gave me a good digital footprint, which is something which I spoke about before, but that's relevant if you're in like the content creating scheme or the content creating industry, let's say. And that industry is it's a place which could change your life. I'll be honest with you. It could change your whole trajectory on how you look at life in general, as in a sense of what you're doing for work, or what you do for work you enjoy on another level. And that's what I'm trying to get to, because I feel that that side of life is just sick. I've got loads of things what I would love to say, but I wouldn't say them before it was time to say them, if you get what I mean. Like I give it good rest, good, you know, we need to have a little rest off, and then I'll get in and I'll kill you with some content. But when I reflect on life, because this is what this conversation is about, is reflecting over the last 6 months, is the first part of the year, yeah, was difficult just alone because I had a good ending of last year and I made good money. So I thought I'll be able to continue. And then a spanner started in my works, but I was able to save my money from before because I had a feeling that something was going to happen in it. And something did happen, you know. It fueled me to make more videos and speak about bozos and all that stuff, because it helped me vent and let it out, because I know that opportunities come and they go, innit? And the ones which you spend the most time on, like spend your energy on, yeah, they probably don't even need your energy. But you give it your energy because if you're anything like myself, you give most things your all. And like you're committed. I'm very loyal and committed as a person in general. So if I'm working somewhere, I'm going to be committed. I'm going to be loyal. I'm going to do what I need to do to make sure we get that bread. And when I get that bread, first thing I do was invest within myself. Make sure that I can start doing this part of my journey, which is sitting in front of a camera, talking, building a community, connecting with people, but giving people my honest truth about work, life, that perspective, which I feel is a subject for a lot of us, which we don't really get to touch on a lot, because, you know, we just think work is work, innit? It's anything, innit? But I'm a big sayer of, like, work is a stepping stone, yeah? It's not your answer to all your solutions. Like, someone told me this years and years ago. So there's not too many places that I took overly serious, if you get what I mean, because I know of my skill set that I will be able to get a job, which I shouldn't just bank on. in life, because I am getting older, and you know, I would gather someone values young people, but they value experience a lot. And I have got a lot of experience for what I do, which I'm thankful of. But I work hard at it. Like I don't play. Do you know what I mean? I've realised that knowledge is definitely power in life, and the more you know, the less harder you're gonna have to work. And the more you know about how to make something or make money, is the less harder you're gonna work. So I'm trying to get into more things which make sense to be in, especially at my age, with my experience. I think there's a lot to be able to give to others, but you got to think of a way how to deliver it. And I thought that YouTube was a perfect platform because, one, I kind of like to talk. We don't talk about everything, but I like to talk, and I don't mind talking. And two, I realised the impact of YouTube, like all over the world, because I watch it a lot. So therefore, I consume it. So understanding or trying to make good content has definitely been a battle for me. But a battle that I was willing to go on or go up against because I thought I had the credentials. And I've seen now that I have got the credentials. You know, my friend said to me a long time ago, Jerome, he said, Jay, do YouTube, yeah? So I said, all right, cool, I'll give it a go. Gave it a go, and yeah, we ended up here. It took me a long time to get monetized and stuff like that, but that's just because I didn't understand how it was working. But once I started to like sit back to myself and say, do you know what? It's okay for me to try and learn a new skill, you know, because I am a plumber by trade. That is my main source of income. But being able to do social media and YouTube to a level where I'm now making revenue just off of that, plus I do content as well, I'm hitting them with a double whammy plus my job. I should be kind of okay, and I should be able to save and be in the financial positions which I want to be in sooner than later, because we're all kind of playing this game against time, innit? And I've realised that, you know, like you're in a relationship, you've been in a relationship for 2-3 years, in 3 years, 4 years time, someone else is getting engaged, and it pushes a little bit of pressure on you to get engaged, but you want to get your stuff together, all of that type of stuff, you know, all of those thoughts go through your mind as a young adult, because you evaluate what other people do and that has an effect on you, for sure. You know, life has obviously become a little bit more of a competition and people trying to outdo people. That's a fact. And whoever screams the loudest in the room is probably going to get the most attention. Doesn't mean they deserve it, but it is something what happens, because people are going to turn their head, they're going to look to see who's that. And that's kind of like the life that most people live, innit? It's not a bad one, it's just one which we're in now, innit? I think it's just a time frame at the end of the day. We're in a time where more people care about, obviously, like what you're doing and trying to get your attention than they care about trying to show you something, innit? And I think my channel's been a lot about trying to show people, obviously, about being a tradesperson, but it has to be some part of being a content creator as well, because I've been that for a long time. I've been a tradesman for 20 years, but I've been a content person for like a good 10 years. But just not on this platform, and just not reaching the goals or reaching the things which I wanted to do. I kind of just went with the flow of it. Again, I'm a person who doesn't like to push it too much, but I've realised what is too much. I don't know what is too much. I know what is enough. I know that if I show up a lot more, people can see a lot more to me and understand the story a lot better. Like this year, my goal was to make sure I do modelling, get featured in a different advert, and I want to do a TV thing as well. So I've done the two of them. I'm in a new Lucozade advert. and I was modelling for Regatta, but I do want to model for someone else, it's a different like brand or something like that. But I've actually made plans to be able to contact brands and companies now, because the collaborations do come, that's the truth for me, but there's nothing wrong with going looking for it. And I've learnt that through like just watching people online, you know, reaching out to people, realising that super big creators in whatever industry, when it comes to content, they reach out to brands. You don't always need a manager, you don't always need all those people in between. You could reach out to them and start a relationship and start talking to them. Again, I'm going to give it a go because I've got nothing to lose, but only something to gain at the end of the day. So I'm going to give that a go in the next 6 months. So that's what you'll see towards the end of the year as well. Hopefully some things come together, and I'm going to keep stacking and investing within my channel, because over the last 2.5 months here, I've had like 1,500 people subscribe up to this YouTube channel, which I'm super thankful for. Again, I've realised that I've got to do more videos, dig deep, talk to you lot about the grind, talk to you lot about the honest truth. And the honest truth will always come out with myself, because I just keep it real on the cam. I keep it real face to face. People that know me, they heard the realest stuff come out of my mouth, because that's what it is. And that's what it is. And within 6 months, I've realised to myself that I can change around my life, innit? Anybody can change around their life, but you need a period of time where you just lock in. Like, I've had 3 months where I've just started to lock in, and I can say to myself that I'm in a lot better financial place. Mentally, mindset is clear. The ability to want to do more stuff is just there. All I've got to do is start thinking of more ways how to be creative. But I've got avenues, and I have been focusing a lot on work lately, because my work has been very different to something what I've never done before. Well, not never done, I have done this shift working before, but I'm doing a lot more hours than what I would normally do before. So it is a bit of a drain on me, and it's making me a little bit tired, but I'm committed to coming in, making my vids, doing my editing, try getting better at it, uploading faster, and just keeping my content consistent. Because with the consistency, you guys get to see more of the growth within me, and some of the things which I learn, I love to tell. There's nothing wrong with learning something and letting others know, you know. There's no secrets in life, you know. Most things are in books. People know that. They're not secrets, they're just written down. But you just never read it. I never read it as well. So it seems like a secret. You make it up for yourself. I just think that when it comes to you being individual and locking in just for yourself, yeah, you got to give yourself a chance to do it. There's so many times that people say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And I remember talking about an idea which I had. I set up an idea many years ago before my plumbing thing. And I said, I wanted to do this, I wanted to sell trainers or do this. That's what the idea was. And I set it up, but I never done nothing with it. And I was out one time, someone asked me about it. And I was like, yeah, I just lost faith in it. And I said I would never do that again with anything else what I do, because I'm spending my time, my energy in it. But maybe my heart went in something like that. What I do now as a plumber, I would say I'm passionate about it. I would say I care about it. I would say I know what I'm doing. I would say I study it, because I've seen it work for others. Like, my mentor is my uncle. And I know how important it is to have a mentor as a young man. You know, someone you can talk to, someone you can reason with, someone you can, is this wrong? What do you think about that? And someone else's perspective might change your decision in the first place on what you was going to do. But sometimes 2 minds are better than one. It's just how it is. I don't know everything, and I don't claim to know everything. Neither does my uncle. He gets some things wrong, which I was surprised, because I always thought he was the man who got everything right. But in my eyes, most things are right, what he's saying. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a yes man. But I show respect to my elders, and I show respect to people who have shown me a lifestyle, what I can live, and a trade, what I can always put food on my own table with. And that's why I refer back to someone like himself to be able to guide me in some certain parts. Because again, you don't know everything, innit? I don't know everything. I don't try and make out to know everything. But I try to make a plan. And I feel that making a plan is one of the most important things that you can do for yourself in this 6 months reflection. Like making a plan on how you're going to make your life better for yourself, and how long you need to lock in for, because some of us can't lock in for the whole 6 months. We need to be outside, we need to be at a local party, we need to be at, a local holiday, and that's okay as well, because we all need a reset. People can burn out, crash out, spaz out, run out of ideas for content, be online and say, oh, I don't know what to do, so much pressure. I've felt pressure before to make content, but if I feel pressure, I just don't make it. I say to myself, you know what, let's just ease off on that, because I don't want to make something what I might regret later on, years down. So my reflection on this year so far has been really good, because like I said, things have started super rocky. They started where I didn't really have a full-time job. I was jumping in and out. I was doing something what I didn't want to do for a little bit. It was still under maintenance, but it was shit money and just didn't want to do anything. I was just not really motivated. But that started me on the quest of making videos. And that's where I started to make a video about subservientness and stuff like that. And I think that really caught on with people's attention. So I thought to myself, boom, I can really do this video thing. And that's where I just pushed on, continued to found another job, got back on my feet quickly. And now I'm just building. Like, I'm going to try to do some videos where I shoot, where I'm doing more vlogs, but being out and about on the tools. And I'll see how that goes, really. But I realise that even that content is kind of mundane as well, because all you're going to see is me doing a job and me talking to you about it. If that's what you want to see, let me know. I'll do a little bit of that. But I have done a bit of that, and it doesn't always get the best comments and the best interactions with people. So I will still do stuff like that, because that's what I'm about. But I'm doing other stuff as well, so I guess the other stuff is taking place. But you guys will let me know in the comment section below on what you want to see on the next 6 months of this channel, whether it's not anything, because I don't do fucking anything. It will be something constructive, something that hopefully people can learn from. I do want to see if I can try and do some content with helping these people get a job, because that has been a little eye opener for me, helping others to be able to get jobs and possibly set them up with college or something like that. That would be good. I think I would enjoy that. And it would just be good content to be able to help someone on their journey. Because, like I said, I feel that that's a big part of my plan in life, is to help people that need the help. There are so many of us that need the help, that don't know how to say it, shy, scared, all of these types of things, But I shout out all the people that have seen me in public, that have said, what's going on, big man? I watch your videos and all that. That I highly rate, and I respect that, because I know that it's hard for us sometimes to be able to reach out to someone and say, you know what, I mess with your thing, bro. But we're all men, and we're young men, young women as well. So shout out the young black sisters who have been messaging me, that messaged me from this YouTube channel actually, about some of my content, man. I was very thankful to receive those messages from you guys. Those messages actually picked me up into a different level. I thought, wow, I'm really, really doing something here. And again, I will really, really, really keep on turning up for you guys, because you guys have helped me change my life in the next 3 months. So the next 3 months it's all going to be fucking lit. I'm just going to tell you from now, man. We are going to get the sickest content. We're going to be outside smiling, enjoying. I'm going to find ways how to help more people and just make whatever I'm doing 10 times bigger, and more production, more videos, more content, more dropping long form videos where I talk to you guys and possibly get even some other people on camera to talk to as well, because I thought that would be good, a good interaction between us. But for the next 6 months of the year, I definitely want to do something on TV. That's my next plan. A few things on TV, so I might do like 2 or 3, because I do get a lot of opportunities, but I will be reaching out to some people, and fingers crossed, you know, we'll get it. And I'll be putting some of the still images on my page. So if you go onto my YouTube page, yeah, you can look at some of the pictures and stuff like that, which I've been doing. So I'll be putting some of those still images up of the regatta photo shoot, because it's always good to see yourself looking good. And I appreciate all of you lot who come, check out these videos and understand that even when I'm giving a reflection on my life and the things what's going on for me, it's not just me, you know, it's you as well. Because I know I say some shit what people think. Like, I need to get my life together. Like, I need to sort out my finances. Like, I need to stop playing around and doing this and not following my dream. I need to have more than one source of income. If that's been you at any time of this year, we've been talking from the same sheet, which is we need to sort this out. So it's not just about like turning this video off and saying like, oh yeah, it was true, my man saying some true stuff. I know that. I've lived it. You've lived it as well, but you've lived it in your own way. But now together, we need to win, because that's what's up. We got 6 months left. There ain't no counting us out. They tried to count us out for the beginning of the year, rub us out, but we're still here. So make sure you turn up for yourself. I've been making sure that I turn up for work early. That has been a mission for me, because I've been Mr. Late all the time. And I thought it was cool and all that, but it's the reason why people want to let you go and all that, because they can't rely on you. Do you get it? My reliability is on 100 right now, because I've seen how others do it, and I've said to myself, of course I can do that, of course I can turn up. I just need to go to my Ross Clark bed and stop watching stuff on TV. But that I've been dealing with, because I've got a timer on my TV. I'll just click it to an hour and say, look, it's off, can't turn it back on, put the remote down. See, I'll be thinking about handy things, innit? And again, if you enjoy any of this content and it's made sense to you, even though some of it's been a little bit babbling, at the end of the day, we got 6 months, to go. Let's not lose this race. Let's do what we need to do. We've been locked in for nearly 30 minutes now, and this video will finish at 30 minutes, because that's enough time to give you reflection, to understand we've got another half to go for the year. So whatever you're trying to do, whether you're trying to level your pocket up, whether you're trying to get some qualifications, whether you're trying to get your driver's license, whether you're trying to get your first job within construction and you're trying to find a way in, I've made a video on this already, or you're trying to double up and be the businessman of the year, I've made a business live on this page, where I speak about starting a business with 5 people and making £1 million. I broke it all down, the figures and stuff like that, so you just need to watch the video. What I will do is I'll link it to this video. That will make it make sense if you're on your money this year. And of course, I've been sweating it out for the last 30 minutes just so I could get this video out, wiping my head every single time. But I don't care, because you guys are the people that turn up for the videos. I'm Mr. London Plumber. All I need you to do now is subscribe, innit? Because I'm sweating. I'm not going to ask again. Subscribe to the video. We got 6 months. Let's get it done. Even put in the comment section on this video what you're going to do in the next 6 months to change it around. Do you know what I mean? Set your plans in go. Say them out. Write them down and post them. Post them on this. I'm going to post mine on this pin as well. Let's get it. I'll see you in the comment section.